Time is Flea Team, and it's time for another Nimrod horror review. Who's ready to fight? Cause I'm ready to fight you. And today I have a guest reviewer. I guess Chris, my brother, and we will be reviewing Gremlins 2, the new batch. Basically, in this film, Billy's moved like a big city with his girlfriend Phoebe Cates, and he brought Gizmo with him. And as you can guess, Gizmo gets wet, and little like Mogwai babies come popping out, and this time at Billy's job, which is a cable company that like films.
Can I interrupt?
Yes.
There's technology in this beginning scene of him communicating with Phoebe Cates through the Skype. It was wild.
Program.
It was wild, but every single time he jumped on the seat, the reception would get better. She'd be like, "Hey, wait," and then he'd go, and then it'd get a little bit better, and she'd go, "Oh, here it goes."
That's a part of the film. But yeah, so then like the Gremlins of course, there's always like a spiky one. He eats after midnight, and the rest of them follow, and they become Gremlins.
And the Gremlins, let me tell you, the Gremlins. This is why this is one of the greatest movies of all time. They're in this big lab where they do all sorts of experiments. Let me tell you something. There's a bottle.
That's labeled.
It's labeled a lightning bolt. He drinks it. Guess what he becomes? A lightning bolt. And then there's another one. It's got a picture of a spider. Drinks it, he becomes a spider. That's exactly how it is.
Batwing one too.
Yeah, got a Batwing on the label. It's labeled with a picture. It doesn't even say Batwing. It's got a picture. So he drinks it. And of course, he gets Batwings.
I trust that's not the brain hormone that creature's drinking. Good boy. Nice boy. That's a good creature. Now, let's talk this over. I can get you diseases. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Perhaps not.
Talk a little bit about what's going on in this room, because I think there are some fascinating ramifications here for the future. When you introduce genetic material of research quality to a life form such as ours, which is possessed of a sort of, I hesitate to use the word atavism, but let us say a highly aggressive nature. For example, that fellow over near the, I believe that's a common bat of the order Chiroptera, the only mammals, I might add, capable of true flight.
Then he becomes a gargoyle. He's like this.
And the scientist is played by Dracula, Christopher Lee.
Who?
Christopher Lee.
And then Grandpa Munster's in it too.
He is in it.
little factoid coming at you. Gremlins 2 style, the new batch.
Plays a movie horror host within the like the cable network there. I think it's called like the Clampett network or something like that.
Something, my friend, something.
But basically, that's like the movie's premise, and I said this movie definitely has more of a comedic appeal to it than like the first one. They wanted a lot more comedy here, and it worked.
And let me tell you something. As everybody knows, Hulk Hogan's making a lot of fame right now with his sex tape. You can go watch it if you want. It's him and his buddy Bubble the Love Sponge, his ex-wife. They're fornicating right on the filmage. You can see. I haven't seen it, but you can see his butt. It's supposed to be like really nice looking. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but this is what I've been told. It's supposed to be like round and perfect, and the tans are just supposed to be amazing. But either way, he makes a cameo appearance.
Great scene.
Yeah, the Gremlins, they rip it up. They rip up the film. It's like, how zany is that? The Gremlins are now, they're breaking the fourth wall. Fourth or the third wall?
Fourth, I think.
Breaking down the fourth wall. So then you see them, the film flapping, and you see the Gremlins, and then the Hulkster, he gets angry at the usher, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what he says, but either way, it's in typical Richard Hulkster ways of presenting anger.
He does it, and it's a classic moment within this film. If you saw this film like 20 years ago, you'll like remember that as a scene still to this day, and that's the reason this film works, because of scenes like that. The like the Gremlin spider, you remember them still.
Yeah.
To this day.
And let me tell you something. There's this one Gremlin that becomes a lady. He sprouts a breast and gets a womanly figure. And I tell you what, that's the hottest Gremlin I've ever seen in my life.
That's right.
And if you claim you want to hit that, you're a liar. You may like that.
I thought the direction was
Amazing.
Was like really good. He thinks it's amazing. But the soundtrack's
Amazing.
another thing. It's really really good. Feels like a really good theme song there.
Danny Elfman. Amazing.
So I'm gonna give this film a pretty solid 7 out of 10 Gremlins.
I'm going to give it 10 out of 10 Lady Gremlins.
See you guys next time, and thank you for watching. Let's do the time warp.
Here comes the warp. Here it comes.
Okay.
And another factoid right here. The theme music is by Danny Elfman. Let's take a listen. How are we supposed to end this? How does he end this?
That's usually it, and then he edits it.